back to MLBB Playoff Season 3, presented to you by none other than Colt Esports. We are here, guys, in the day 6 of the tourney. A lot of exciting matches in the last 5 days. This is going to be the round 2, the final day for all the round 2 matches. We just have 3 matches today, and we are going to be kicking off the first game here between Codename on the blue side and Logic Nerds on the red side. This match will be casted to you by me, Marcus, and my co-caster here, Annie.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys been? I think pretty good, though I'm just waiting for the match to get started, Marcus. How excited are you for this match?
You're pretty excited, we're seeing some favor, well-known IGNs here. There's Greed, there's Radium. Uh, I can't wait to see what kind of draft they're going to be going, and it's going to be really intense. That I can say that because both the teams are really good.
Definitely. I'm just waiting for the start, and can we just start the game already? Yep, we can. So looks like the team code name is gonna be banning first. So are they just gonna play around with the bans, or they're gonna ban some meta heroes? Or leave open for themselves? We don't know yet. So Marcus, any guesses? Wait, quick.
Probably a Lilia ban or a Valentina or a Sicilian. I'm not sure. Let's see what kind of metas these guys play with. Or no ban. They're probably gonna be going with the no ban.
That's the confidence I want in my life. No ban confidence. Basically, yeah. So they didn't ban either. And or they actually didn't want to ban. So looks like Team Logic Nerds have the chance to ban, and they are gonna ban the Link for now. Long time I haven't seen Link being banned or played basically. Yeah, I'm not sure why would they ban Link though.
Yeah, probably a respect ban for some player, for the side of Codename. But if Ling in good hands, like very, very good hands, can be really, really annoying. Because a good Ling, he doesn't even need buff. He can do whatever he wants with his Ling. And it's a really good assassin. The only hero who can just jump through walls and, travel distances, get those engages. Even the damage output is really good. Meanwhile, Esmeralda being the first ban here for the side of Codename, they don't want to deal with that region, I guess. They just got rid of Esmeralda. Esmeralda's shield is really annoying in the late game. Let's see what the second ban is going to be for the side of Logic Nerds.
Your team is
Uranus, obviously, like we had seen in one of the games, I guess Uranus was a lot of trouble. So, but I think they banned us heroes who don't want to be counted by Esmeralda. In previous game, we saw that Phoebus was there, and they banned Esmeralda very smartly, and none of them noticed basically. So yeah, the first pick that Codename is gonna pick is gonna be Sicilian, the mage right there, who is gonna give a lot of burst damage. So they are gonna lock the mage first. What do you think, Marcus?
Yep, they're going to be securing that late game with the Sicilian's damage output. He's doing really good these days. A lot of good squads are spamming a lot. Meanwhile, Clint being logged there by Logic Nerds. No, they haven't logged it yet. They're just showing. Let's see if they go for. They don't have much time left. It's gonna be Clint and Lolita being logged. Lolita is a really versatile tank, and it's really good against Sicilians. She can use the shield to stop his bat slaps.
Naturally, and that's the reason. But usually guys being picked first in the whole tournament is what we have seen. It looks like team code name is gonna go with the blue and Kufra 2 times. So I'm guessing blue will be leaving because lately that's what I've been seeing, Marcus.
Yep. He's going to be really good in the EXP lane. Uranus is banned, Esmeralda is banned. 2 region heroes are banned. So the only good region hero in the EXP lane left is the blue. And Lucas is going to be going on the Kufra. Kufra kind of counters Lolita. He can just stop Lolita's channeling of her ultimate by just jumping on her or using his ultimate. He's a really versatile tank. Meanwhile, Aulus being logged there by Logic Nerds. Aulus is one of the meta hypers right now. His damage output after level 12 is really, really good. And the slow effect, the CC and burst, that's all you need to just go 1v5 and dominate it. Meanwhile, Valentina being banned there from the side of Codename, the mage is still open and Valentina was open too, so they just got rid of it. We might see a Kagura pick. Yes, it's gonna be the Kagura as the mage who's gonna be trying to do those setups and get rid of that Cecilian.
Definitely, Kagura is going to do a lot of damage as well in the late game. So, yeah, the drafts look very simple and nice for now, but right now we can see the cool name is
Time and
showing
tide wait
Beatrix.
for no
They have
man.
locked Beatrix
Your
against
girl.
that Clint basically. And since Steven Slot was banned, they are going to pick the Hyper as Hayabusa. Definitely, that's going to be
Your
the
team is
Hayabusa.
picking.
So, finally, the code name as its draft ready, Marcus. What do you think about their draft?
I mean, it's a really solid draft. They got the tankiness, they got the high damage output, they got Hayabusa and Beatrix. You can just push those lanes as well. They got a really balanced team, and even if you see the people behind them, Radium is one of the best goal laners in India right now, and there's Lucas also in his Kufra. So yep, they got their main heroes. They're going to be dominating their lanes. If you see Team Logic Nerds, even their draft is complete right now. It's going to be all this on the jungle. You can see the Flicker squad. Both the team, the non-jungler heroes, they just got Flicker. Uh, this match is going to be really hyped. Annie, who do you think has the better draft?
See, I was talking about the draft. Personally, maybe I'd like Logic Node's draft. They have the balanced draft. They do have the Ruby cleanse. There's gonna be a lot of damage with that hyper. We know that Alice has been lately too good. Uh, Once if we start killing, there is no stop. Yeah, but I even like Code Names draft for now since they do have a pretty good lineup for now. It all depends on the team rotation, how they're gonna push, how they're gonna involve in the fights. That's gonna decide who gets the victory for this game.
Absolutely. And guys, as we step into the land of dawn for the first match of day 6, it's gonna be Codename on the blue side against Logic Nerds on the red side.
Smash them.
And yep, the EXP lane will be contested between the blue and the ruby. Meanwhile, gold lane will be contested between the Beatrix and the Clint. And we can see both the tanks rotating towards that gold lane as well. They're gonna be prioritizing that. Kufra has made his way to the goal lane. Lolita still, just giving that vision in the bush area. But Kufra, being smart, he's decided to, enter the goal lane through the other way. Meanwhile, Lolita going into a small invade, just trying to delay Hayabusa's buff, trying to force him to use that retribution so he doesn't contest. No, it's actually Aulas who's trying to steal the red buff of Hayabusa, and that's why they're just harassing him. Kufra in the goal lane, so they don't have the time to defend here. Nice strategy coming in from Logic Nerds. Logic Nerds using Logic a lot, and they're nerds, so they did doing it right there. They got the red buff of Hayabusa. Man, it's gonna be really interesting.
Now I get it why their name is Logic Nods. I'm feeling sad for Hayabusa. He's just gonna go through that red buff and see that there is nothing left, or he might go top and get the red buff of Alice if he's lucky enough. But there is that Lolita. Looks like they are having the smart rotation after all. We can see that Kufra is there to support Beatrix, but not much looks like. Hayabusa might be in a lot of trouble, but there is that Kufra to save him for now.
Yep, and Hayabusa is using the retreat to secure that creep over there. If you see the emblem here, Alice is using the new jungler emblem. And like we were discussing the other day, it's really good, if the hyper is very late game oriented and you just want to farm, you just want to, farm quicker and secure those objectives. Meanwhile, Hayabusa has to go with that assassin emblem because he needs that movement speed. He needs that, HP regen after getting a kill to just go in and out. Or else he's very squishy. He can just, get caught there. Meanwhile, Gloom making the rotation towards the mid lane. The turtle is up. Both the team are in the top lane for now, just trying to bait something, trying to get some pick off here and there. Let's see who gets the first turtle. It's gonna be really interesting. Both the teams they are going to be taking objectives very seriously. As we can see, Alas is making his way to the turtle. He's going to be starting here. Codename still has to make their way towards. They're waiting for their tank to just come and give the vision. Meanwhile, Glue providing the vision, but it's too late. Turtle melted there. Alas will be securing it. No first blood yet. It's 2.5 minute mark. No first blood. The first turtle goes to Logic Nuts.
Definitely, Turtle was secured by Logic Nodes, but talking about the gold, you can see that.
Blood.
Okay, it was a first blood, but I think Sweet Marcus, please tell me.
Absolutely. And Kagura and Lolita making their way here. It's a 4v3 situation in the top lane. Clint, just recall, he's in the base. But maybe they're going to be taking the fight. Maybe they're just, trying to make them back up. Meanwhile, Ultimate coming in from Radium. Just poking a bit of all his damage, but he will be getting away with his movement speed first kill. And look at the glue. Look at the glue. The way he's swiveling to the mid lane and bot lane. He's clearing the lanes. He's clearing the waves of both the lanes there. But this has given Ruby the opportunity to just chop down that gold shield, even just a bit. But yeah, very interesting here.
Definitely, even though the team matched it, but the first turtle talking about the goal, not much difference. I'd say 500 to 600. But yeah, team code name is leading with the goal. Sorry, leading. My bad. Yeah, it's just that Kufra and Lolita fighting right now. We can see that Kagura is also there. There is Tatalos, so they might be looking for the top push. It's gonna be a 2v4 fight if there is gonna be a fight. But meanwhile, in the mid, look at that blue, like you said, he's rotating from bot to top to bot to mid.
Yep, absolutely. Blue's very fast in his rotation as well. Look at him. He's here all the way to the goal lane, and he's trying to get engage, set someone up with his ultimate. Will he catch though? He's got Lolita. Not the favorable target, but anyone is fine. And in this situation, and yep, Lolita will be taken down by the Kufra. Meanwhile, Kagura is here with the Umbrella. She's gonna be trying to get someone out. Ruby is here as well. Both the teams, everyone are here in the top lane except for Hayabusa, who is clearing the mid wave, and I think he's going to be going for that turtle because they missed out on the first turtle, so they should try to get the second one. But let's see what happens here because Aulas, Kagura, and Ruby, even Lolita, they're making their way to the turtle. Will Haya be able to secure it though?
Not sure. There is a stay for backup, but I think they might be late. He will try to escape from now, but again, Team Logic knows that the turtle only if Kufra and Blue would have been little bit on time. Hibism might would have secured that turtle, but still not an issue. They are leading with the gold. They have got that 2 kills. There is that Beatrix who is farming pretty quick, and look at her gold declan. So yeah, I mean the game is pretty stable for now, is what we can see. So we'll just have to wait a little more to see the turnover of this game.
Yep, and if you look at the gold accumulated by each of the heroes here, you can see Radium dominating the goal difference with this Beatrix. He's got a 3.7k, which is even more than the jungler of the enemy team and more than the jungler of his own team. So he's pretty farm right now. He can be dishing out a good amount of damage. Meanwhile, here we can see Sicilian almost being caught there by the Kagura. Kufra jumping in to just zone everyone away. No one will get picked off yet, but this gives room for Hayabusa to just push that mid lane, and Glue is going to be forcing that bot lane. So it's a whichever lane you go to defend, the other lane is going to be falling. Hayabusa he is going to be getting that mid lane turret. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kufra is going to be sacrificing himself to just defend that turret. What an amazing play coming up by both these teams here. They got the mid lane turret. That's like really important. Good decision coming in from Hayabusa. Just split pushing while his team fight is caught in a battle.
Definitely, Habuda was focusing main on the push, so he's gonna
Blue
defend
team turret
alone
has
top.
been
He won't be able
destroyed.
to, so he'll just have to retreat. Looks like he might be caught in real bad position now. Well, specifically, hey,
Okay, Hayabusa.
he did manage to escape. Whoa, that was a good move, basically.
Damn, I thought he was gonna die here. It was a 1v4 situation, but nice use of shadows to just escape from that. But yeah, the top tier 1 turret just goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade
Red
in
team
turrets,
hero
but 3 for
has
1
been
in
slain.
the kills. Radium getting a kill in the bot lane, and he's going to
Red
be
team
pushing that
turret
turret
has
as
been
well. A
destroyed.
nice play coming in from Radium, and I think he can get the second one too because the team right now, they both are
Red team
busy in the
hero
turtle
has been
and the top
slain.
lane. Meanwhile, Clint falls down as well. The engage is on though. Glue coming in from behind, trying to just disrupt the positioning of Logic Nerds. Meanwhile, Hayabusa has started the turtle. Radium just taking, you know, trying to get the vision into the blue buff, or he might even join the fight as well because he's
Blue
farmed
team
enough.
has
He
slain
can
the
join the fight.
turtle.
He can deal a lot of damage. And I think it's going to be a free top lane tier 1 because no one is there to defend it. And Kufa is just doing his thing to just give the vision over there, and they can easily push it down.
Definitely, the whole code name in real bad position. Ruby might be in real bad
Red
position.
team
She will
hero
be
has
taken
been
down
red
by
team turret has been
Sicilian and
destroyed.
amazing win from the team coordinator.
Yep. Meanwhile, Alas and Clint, they are double teaming the bot lane there.
Blue team turret has
Uh,
been destroyed.
they just get one and they should just probably back off, before the backups arrive here. Yep, they should make that recall ASAP because Kufra, Beatrix, and Glue, the three are on the way. Uh, trying to catch them. But yeah, they know they would have recall by them, so they just backed off. And they are going to be trying to set up something in the mid lane. Now it's all about the positioning, all about providing that vision and the perfect ganks here. One gank and game can change either ways because the goal difference isn't that much, guys. It's just 2k difference, which can just flip around in a proper team fight. Whichever team wins the team fight, they can just flip the goal difference away.
Definitely, but for now, we know that team coordinator is leading with the gold at approx 3k, and yeah, they did manage to get the last turtle as well with taking down three turrets. And right now, we can see that Logic Node have just he can clear those minions pretty quick. That was look at that glue. He's just there to annoy. He's not gonna let that allows farm that blue buff. Okay,
Yep.
okay. Yeah, you can continue. I thought there was a fight, but then they just backed out.
Yeah, I thought Hayabusa was gonna get that kill on that Kagura, but she managed to escape that, and Hayabusa had to back off immediately before his shadow ended, or else he would have been caught there, and it would have been a free
Red
lot
team
for
hero
Logic Nurse.
has been
Meanwhile, Beatrix yet
slain.
again getting a kill on that Lolita. The tank is down for Logic Nurse. Perfect opportunity here for Codename to just secure that Lord and just keep this domination ongoing. It's a 6-4-1 trade. The goal difference will be increasing. They got all the tier 1 turrets. It's just the tier 2 left for Logic Nerds to defend. Let's see what happens here.
Red
It's an
team
easy
has
Lord.
slain the
Let's see,
Lord.
if Logic Nerds are able to defend the Lord and turn the game around, or are we going to be seeing a straight domination coming in from Codename towards the end?
I mean, for now, Codename does have that advantage, right? They have taken down the three turrets, and they are gonna force the fight before a Lord, not basically. So yeah, it's nice how Logic's not just backed out because they knew there is that Lord and they didn't want that fight for now, even if it would be an advantage for them or not. So basically, I think now, right
Red
now,
team
what
turret
Logic
has
Node is
been destroyed.
last thing is basically their
Red
rotation,
team turret has
which is
been
not really
destroyed.
great.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, Meanwhile, they got two tier 2 turrets. It's just the mid tier 2 standing. I don't think it will be standing long enough. They managed to sing the waves really well. Meanwhile,
Red team
Lolita on the
turret has
conceal. Let's
been
see if she tries to
destroyed.
get any sets here. Meanwhile, Hayabusa just dumping right in. Lolita gets the ultimate, but it's just Glue who she's caught, and nothing much coming from it. But yeah, it's just the inhibitor standing here for Logic Nerds.
Definitely, but look at the damage Beatrix is giving. Her gold is basically more than anyone. Whole lobby and the goal difference just keeps increasing and increasing. Blue diving all the way in, but yeah, he will use his ulti to just back out for now. You can see that minions are taking that one inhibitor in the top. But I think they're just gonna wait for the second lord, which is gonna be up in 38 seconds. Hayabusa making sure he's not leaving any buff, even the small creeps for Alvis. Yeah, good rotation coming in by the team code name again.
Yep, absolutely. Mm, right now, just Kufu and Glow, all they have to do is just give that vision, try to control the map as much as they can, to just maintain that lead, not let Logic Nerds get a chance to have a comeback. Meanwhile, Logic Nerds, what do you think, Annie? What do you think they should do now, turn the game around?
They should be playing real defensive, is what I would tell. But Lolita again using conceal, trying to go, but I don't think she'll do much because the previous time I've seen Lolita just ult one time, and that had legit just a zero damage basically. So yeah, I'm having second doubts on them having a comeback because I'm not sure. It's just that it looks like they are trying hard, or they are maybe not even trying to defend much. Sorry to say that, but that is what it looks like.
Yep. Meanwhile, Kufra charging in the bush, getting an engage there. Ults Ruby right away, and Ruby will be picked off by Beatrix. Meanwhile, Lolita ult coming, capturing 3, but the team is not there at all. They've decided to just ignore them and just clear out those waves. We haven't seen much of Olus yet as we enter the 13 and a half minute mark. He's just got zero death, 0 kills, just 1 assist. We have to see him online. If you see his items, he's got the Berserker's Fury with Docker and Borax. He's ready for those team fights. All they need is a good set from Lolita and a perfect engage. Meanwhile, Kufra charging in. They did get the lot. Now, it's going to be really hard for them to defend because this is an enhanced lot. And there is that Sicilian and Beatrix damage just overwhelming them. Sicilian can just stay far and just deal a lot of damage. They have to find a way to pick him off, or it's going to be really hard for them to defend.
Definitely with that blue stance and then the Sicilian and Kufra, it's gonna be real hard for them for now. But yeah, they have no option but to just defend, and if Code Name actually just tries to barge in and then kill, that's a different story.
Red team
Absolutely.
base turret
Meanwhile, they get the inhibitor in the bot lane. They are going to be trying to push the lane with the Lord. They're behind the Lord, waiting for Kufra to give a proper set. Meanwhile, Lolita charging his ultimate, getting just blue. No one else is going to be caught there. Meanwhile, Lord has been melted down by the clan. Nice engage coming in from the Kufra. Perfect Iron's Revenge as well. Mid lane tier 2 gets mid lane inhibitor goes down, and it's just 3 members remaining for Logic Nerds. And I think it's going to be a wipe. I think code name, they're just gonna end it right here, right now. Yep, they will end it. So that's gonna be it, guys. Interesting first game here. The draft was on point by both these teams, but the execution of Code Name was on point. Their rotation, their lane dominance, they maintained that goal difference throughout. And yeah, it's gonna be GG's for Code Name. Annie, what do you have to say about the match? Hello, Annie. Okay, I think she's having some technical issues, but yep, guys, this is going to be for the first match. Stay tuned. We have 2 more exciting matches coming. Hit that like button and the subscribe button and keep supporting us. See you guys in the next game.